Your staff resources are the lifeline of any major or minor company project. And because of that, they tend to be the biggest risk as well. So to ensure that your project is successfully within time and budget, you need to make sure that you mitigate your resourcing risks effectively, and usually that's a lot more difficult than it sounds. There are three main resourcing risks that the PMO need to be aware of. Number one, not having the right resources for your project work. Not having people with the relevant skills, experience and insight can be detrimental to the success of your project, and because of that, not only will the project take longer to complete, but the quality of your work will be at risk as well. At worst, this could result in the entire project being scrapped, or otherwise, it can be redone by others from the people who should have been allocated onto it in the first place. Second risk is not having the right number of resources. When deadlines are tight and there's a lot to be done, you need to make sure all hands are on deck. On the other hand, when your work is specialized and only a few have the skills that you require, you may not want to have too many, cooks in the kitchen. To resolve this, you have to ensure that you have the right balance of the number of resources on a project, which requires meticulous and continuous planning. Risk, not having resources at the right cost. Of course, everyone wants the best people working on their project, and unfortunately, budget constraints often mean you can't afford overskilled people with a higher cost, since that can often lead you to blow off your project's budget. To avoid this, you might instead decide to use a few experienced individuals who can monitor and mentor a big team of less experienced resources. PMOs are reliant on the Excel spreadsheet, which as a lot of people know comes with a lot of issues. With spreadsheets, you often hold multiple silos of spreadsheets, which become tricky to manage and, more importantly, don't give you the necessary visibility for staff capacity levels and their overall availability. Another further issue with spreadsheets is the lack of reporting capabilities that it provides. While it gives you a limited scope of availability and competency levels, it doesn't give you any analytics on utilization levels, capacity constraints, forecasting costs, or really any financial information that's there. Also, a majority of current PMOs currently have a manual request process as well, where resource requests are conducted over the phone or via email with no effective planning or monitoring. As you can predict, this is an unstructured process that can be quite chaotic, and answers for such requests can often be inaccurate and struggle to be answered on time. So in order to improve your productivity and mitigate the risks associated with poor resource planning, PMOs require a high level of visibility and control. They need the ability to quickly and accurately forecast resource demand, view resources by project and location, and allocate work to each resource. And this can only be achieved through the use of an intelligent resource management technology like Saviom. Saviom is a tool that is built for the project management office. It's a collaborative tool that is made to help you organize and give you the real-time information you need for your resources and their project work. For every organization that we have come across, they always have a strong focus towards PPM and project management software. Now, even though PPM software is crucial, at the end of the day, it's only a piece in the larger jigsaw puzzle. PPMs don't focus on resource visibility or resource capacity and demand forecasting, and because of that, organizational resource risk is a lot higher than it needs to be. A resource management solution is that missing jigsaw piece in the PMO puzzle, and Saviom is here to complete that.